Guys, it's Nick. I'm here in Orlando, Florida at the Fun Coin Show. And I want to compare prices of what I just saw up in New York around the Diamond District for silver, and specifically 90% silver or junk silver. Do they pay better prices here? Is there really a silver shortage? Not according to the prices they have over here. So I walked all of these booths and asked a lot of questions and got prices from a lot of different dealers, and even Atmex is here, and Justin from Pawnbroker Pickers is here, and oddly enough he wasn't interested in any 90% silver. So right now the price of silver is around $76 an ounce, and the face value for junk 90 silver is about $55 per $1 of junk silver. Now, as a reminder, in the Diamond District, when I was looking, the price of silver was right about the same, and most people didn't want any 90% silver, and the quotes that I did get were about $42 of face value. That's about a 22% discount to the melt value. So what are they paying here? A little better. Not all of them are that much better. So I started at one end and I went to the other end, and the first guy I talked to told me $43 face value, so not much better than the Diamond District. But he did point me to somebody he said pays the best prices here, and I went over there and they were $47 face value, and I believe he said they don't pay cash, only checks. Same with Atmex, which was $49 for face value. So that was the best price I saw here, but they only pay checks, no cash. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about it. But just a few booths down from Atmex was somebody actually selling 90% silver for $49 face value. So they were selling junk for the same price that Atmex was buying junk silver for. And I saw a lot of people have bags of silver, generic rounds for like spot, 50 ounces of generic silver for spot, things like that. I saw some $50 face value bags, 10-ounce bars, anywhere from spot. A lot of them were selling at spot. One guy said that he is selling for $2 above for a 10 ounce and buys them for $4 below, but at his store, wherever that was, he was selling for spot. So there is a lot of silver out there, and everybody that I asked, they all said the same thing. There's a lot of silver. People who I asked if they were interested in junk, a lot of them weren't, and a lot of them said they don't want to carry it all the way back because they didn't have any real chance of selling any here. So here's the Atmex booth, and it's weird because there's really nothing here. They're just buying, not actually selling, but like I said, they have the best price for 90% silver that I found here. But again, it's checks only, so if that's a problem, you have to find somebody else. Selling silver, $49 face value. Wow, that's very cheap. Huh? Are you washing your body in here too? Yeah, 49. I do like Atmex is buying for 49 face. Do you know that? That's the paying cash? No, checks only. I was thinking, I thought maybe I saw yours before. I thought it said 47. I was like, oh, I could do some arbitrage, buy it for 47. But you're selling for 49. They're buying for 49, but yeah, they're paying checks. If you decide you want to dump it, they're paying $49. So yeah, there you go. That's the guy that's selling for $49 face, for $1 face. But Atmex is only paying checks. And this place, Miriam's, is selling everything for spot. Gold bars, pre-33 gold. No silver eagles though, they're sold out. Silver rounds, silver bars at spot, no premium. So there is no real shortage here. Another guy I asked was selling silver dimes at $5 each, which means it's $70 an ounce, or like $6 under spot is what he was selling it for. And he said he had already sold like $25,000 worth of 90%. today, the first day of the fun show. So another dealer told me 35% under for 90%, which is basically he didn't want to buy any. And he told me that he already had like 10 guys already come up today to try to sell him 90% silver, and it wasn't little onesie twosies, it was people with backpacks full of silver. Not all of them, but a good number of them. And he said there's so much 90% silver that people are trying to sell, and even himself, he showed me he had Morgan dollars in the case priced at $60, which $62 is the melt value. So he was selling them under the melt value for Morgans. So the best dealer I found for 90% was $48 times face value, and he was paying cash. And his name is Florida Coin Buyers or something like that. So the fun show is not a great place if you're looking to unload just general type of stuff like 90% silver or bars or whatever. But obviously if you're looking for numismatic stuff or world stuff or ancient Greek or Roman coins or paper money, they have a lot of that. So it's more of a specialized thing, and regular bullion type stuff is not really something that I think they're selling a lot of, so they don't really want to buy any off of people, even though they do have signs that they buy and stuff like that. But that's not the stuff that seems to be moving very quickly, so they don't want to bring it all the way back with them.
This is silver.
And here's Justin from Pawnbrokers Pickers, and he's a lot taller in person than he is on the YouTube channel. And that's the Indian guy that buys all his gold from him. So that's pretty cool. I watched that channel a decent amount of time. They got some interesting stuff on there. So yeah, a lot of specialized stuff, purveyor of rare relics and stuff like that. You can spend a lot of time here if you are into numismatics and all kinds of stuff. There's a lot to see. But for me, I don't know, it's just metal to me. So I don't really care about all this stuff. I just care about what they're paying for silver. And as for gold, like you saw, the lady was selling gold bars and stuff for spot. So you could probably buy some gold for pretty cheap. Maybe not all of them are selling at spot, but it's not that much. A lot of 10-ounce bars were, like I said, spot or $2 over, and they were paying like $4 under or something like that. So not that great. And what's interesting is this coin supply place. I got to get into the coin supply business, because look at this. This plastic case is $15. Now it is plastic, but this is just paper, like cardboard, and it's $9.35. Probably get 1 million of these in China for like $1 each. So they also have these educational exhibits, a lot of old paper money and all that stuff. And so, like I said, you can spend hours looking at all this and reading the history and all of that. So there's a little bit something for everybody here. So who's making the most money here? Is it the gold dealers, the silver dealers, the numismatic dealers? No, it's Papa John's selling a little ass pizza for $12.75 for cheese and $13.75 for pepperoni. And right here in the 700 aisle is the guy that's paying the most for 90% silver. He's paying $48 face. That's Florida Coin Exchange Inc. Guys, it was interesting to come here and check out this coin show. I've never been to one before. As for the prices, coming here to sell bullion or something like that, probably not a good idea. Matter of fact, Vermilion Enterprises in Spring Hill is paying pretty much better prices than everything I've seen here. I hope you like this one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.